Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. You take a look at the Heat.
And they could put themselves in a great position in this season series. They've won the first meeting, so a win tonight would assure them of at least a split.
Well, and when you've already gotten that first win, it makes you feel like you're on the attack going into the second meeting.
Now here's Tatum. It's good. Well, this has all the makings of a great game, Grant. It's a matchup between two Eastern Conference juggernauts.
Oh, B.A., this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
Second shot opportunity. And Lopez gets it to go.
And using that size to his advantage. I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Outside Tatum. And a miss there on the triple. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Monk with it. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Shot clock at 6. From about 16, another miss by Porter.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Porter gets the bucket.
Well, look, this is what Michael Porter Jr. is all about. He's out there to find shots at the arc.
Pass to Tatum. Now here's Isaac. Back to Tatum. Over Monk. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new. And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Monk. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Pass to Lopez. Pulls it in from the elbow. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Pass to McBride. To the inside. Tatum's shot is good.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Here's Lopez. Outside Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Well, showing off the athleticism. At 6'10", Porter Jr. is a major problem inside.
Isaac outside. Back to Suggs. Puts one up from 19. Rebound by the Heat. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Pass to Monk. No good from outside. Raptors trail by 5. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
Yeah, nice initiative from Suggs, seeing an easy scoring opportunity and pouncing on it.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. A dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Back to Monk. 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And again, no good by Miami. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Tatum. Williams with the screen. Rejected by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets a floater go. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Toronto. 8 points in the quarter, showing
14. The Heat, 13.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Pass to Isaac. Fires from deep. That shot off.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Oh, rejected by Isaac.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
Toronto shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Number 21.
Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
Number 7.
Pass to Massey. It's stolen by Looney. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Now Beverly. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit that one.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
They set the pick. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Allowing the play to develop naturally. Terrific patience by Tatum in the screen and roll.
Pass to Porter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter a screen. Looney with the ball. Massey pulls it in. And Suggs has got the ball here for Toronto. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Oh, got that one up quick. And now it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
And this is why so many love Isaac. Almost 7 feet tall, able to space the floor, too, with this three-point shot.
Nails it from three.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Tatum. And the layup is good off the glass. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Porter. Pass to Dort. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA. Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. There's a screen. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Porter. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game. Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
Tatum. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Now, early on, he was forcing his way to the line. But in the second period, he's kind of taking what the defense gives him.
And that one falls for Tatum. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat, Stan. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
That's his first personal foul.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, there's no question that Tatum is one of the best scorers in the game today. And because he was so good at such a young age, it's easy to forget how young he still is.
Rozier outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Johnson.
The defense tries to stop Rozier inside, but he just goes for the shot with reckless abandon. He wasn't getting shut down.
Miami making a switch here.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Sexton. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, BA. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Well, you know, Sexton is the definition of a spark plug. He's a high-energy, high-paced player and is terrific at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Tatum. 16 points for him. There's the triple. The shot comes out. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Toronto Raptors. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And here's Monk. Still without a bucket. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Monk. To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Right side McBride. Williams on the wing. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's Tatum. Rejected by Lopez. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Isaac. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Tatum. 16 points for him. Takes a three. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Miami ball.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
On the wing, Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it again. Suggs outside. Kicks it out to Isaac. Puts up a three. No good there.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum with a steal.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And stolen by Williams. And it's Tatum with the ball for Toronto. They're scoreless since the first half. Down low. Outside McBride. 6 to shoot. Knocks it loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Suggs. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Right side, Monk. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Porter outside. Rebound, Toronto. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Isaac outside. With the drive. And the dunk by Isaac.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Outside Monk. Back to Porter. Pass to Monk. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by McBride. The Raptors with a lead. Porter with the steal. Dort for three. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Dort's got his first 3 points of the game.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Outside Tatum. Five to shoot. He nails it. That's his fifth make in 11 tries.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Pass to Porter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side Porter. Over Suggs. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
And Porter Jr. has one of the smoothest looking jump shots in the league.
Here's Suggs. Goes back up. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Lopez. The Heat with the lead. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Porter outside. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it, and you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
Lopez, the screen. Outside for Dort. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Porter. The three is up. Williams grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Suggs, no good. So it's Miami now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Lopez, the screen. Back to Monk. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Monk's gotten himself on the board with a three there. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Raptors making a switch here. And Erik Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And Erik Spoelstra decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Pass to Sexton. Stolen by Rozier. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Suggs. And we've reached the end of the third. Miami out in front, up 5. And we're coming right back.
The Heat, 41.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Raptors trail by 5. Sexton with it. Pass to Bassey. Back to Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Outside Porter. From outside the arc. And again, it's Miami from deep.
They are uncautious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
Outside Porter. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room, and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Outside Tatum. Down low. On the wing, Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter from outside. Bassey pulls it in. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Lopez, the screen. Pulls up on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
The ridiculous speed of Sexton. When the break is on, he knows how to flourish.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. To hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Erik Spoelstra's huddle. This might be a close late game, but don't tell Coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Lopez. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Heat lead by 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Tatum. Kicks it out to Isaac. Second chance effort. Rebound Miami.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those.
Outside Monk. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Bassey pulls it in. Raptors trail by 3. Now here's Suggs. Now Tatum. putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're stepping up when his team needs a bucket. Isaac relishes being in these situations.
Outside for Dort. Let's go with a three. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Tenacious stuff from Dort. I mean, he knows the situation and is dead set on getting them a bucket.
Pass to McBride. It's tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Erik Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Monk on the wing. And again, no good by Miami. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Isaac. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Possessions that end with close looks, especially for guys like Isaac, those are key to winning games.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Porter. Tipped. Yeah!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Tatum. Count it!
Hey, you need some points? Tatum is your guy.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Here's Toronto with the ball.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now. Well, he's got that clutch gene in him. Suggs digging deep when they needed it.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter from outside. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Regulation. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Suggs outside. Picked by Isaac. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hops.
Pass to Monk. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The teardrop. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Lopez with the steal. Outside Monk. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound Toronto. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Outside Monk. And stolen by Suggs. And a fast break now for the Raptors. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The defense should know Williams won't ease off you. He'll take his motion into cover.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. 6 on the shot clock. Off target at the rim. Toronto leading by 4. Tatum with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside McBride. Pass to Suggs. To the paint. Porter with the steal. From deep. Again, the Heat misses.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
So the first one drops. And that puts him up 5. He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop. And he commits the intentional foul.
Time-tested strategy here. Hack a poor free throw shooter.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. And that increases the lead to 6. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Miami. Pass to Monk. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Porter. Clock at 6. Intercepted. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Williams. The 3 from Suggs. They grab their own miss. Williams with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Williams punches it home.
Well, every team needs a guy like Williams who's willing to do the dirty.
And so Toronto takes the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.